Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Rahim, investigator reporter, coming to you once again. This is another dissertation of Qur'an Contradicts the Bible, and this is to Hezekiah. Let's listen to what he says when he called in to the debate, or not debate, discussion of Antoine and Minister DeAndre.
I was wondering, Minister DeAndre, if you, what do you think about the Alberto Rivera, who was a Jesuit priest? He dead now. He got food poisoning and died, but he was a Jesuit priest, and he's really the only source connecting the Catholic Church with the religion of Islam. And he set up a comic book through a Gentile publisher to bring this information out, because you know the Catholic Church, they deal, especially the Jesuits, they deal with occultic practices. So in my view, he brought the comic book out via the cultic practice to be able to bring that information out at all, you know, because that's a big thing. So I was just wondering, have you ever heard of Alberto Gonzalez, good grief, Alberto Rivera, who was a Jesuit priest? Have you ever heard of him and heard of that little comic book and the information behind it? And also, I was just wanting to add that Surah 22 and 36 about another contradiction of the Bible and the Islam. I just wanted to throw that in there. If you guys didn't cover it, but I didn't hear that y'all covered it at all, so that's why I added that. So I'm going to sum it up. My question is, have you ever heard of Alberto Rivera? And if you have heard of Alberto Rivera, what do you think of that? And do you think it's false, or do you think it has any viability at all? Because Muslims, they snap when you bring that. They snap out. I mean, like I said, that I done had my character assassinated, people emailing me bad stuff. And on that camel thing, when I bring that out, I get people threatening me and stuff like that. So I just wanted to put that information out. Maybe you can answer those few questions. So I thank you for the time, and great show, Brother Sal, and great show to the brothers who brought the information.
And there you have it. To the Muslims, when you're debating against someone, the Quran says this, chapter 16, verse 125, invite all to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them in a way that is most gracious. A beautiful debate. I've seen certain people who claim to be Muslim go off on a deep end on people. Hezekiah has said when he made certain statements, they seem threatening to him, or they just snap. Okay? So I'm saying to the Muslims, when you debate someone, you have to be going by Quran chapter 16 verse 125. Okay? You can't be using profanity with someone and think that's most gracious. That is not. If you want to get a person who you're debating, you use truth. Okay? That will get to him. As Allah says, truth will knock the brains out of a lie. Okay? So don't threaten anybody. If a person does something, gets a little snappy, snap back at them. Let them do it first. I've been debating, and certain guys say certain things which they probably wouldn't say in person. So I give them their own medicine. But I don't go out to threaten people, because the knowledge I have, the documents I have, is dangerous enough. And they get excited, and they get, overbearing, and they can't deal with it. So they try to use, be a comedian, or try to fast talk or slick talk their way through the debate, which is not going to happen with me, because I'm trained. I know how to do it. So all Muslims who debate people, use chapter 16 verse 125. Also, don't go try making people Muslims. Allah makes Muslims. Okay? My thing is, I don't go out to try and grab Muslims. They'll see me in my upright conduct. And people usually ask me questions. Then you have all the right to give them the answer. As simple as that. Don't go try getting people to be Muslim. Most of these guys that profess they follow the Bible or whatever, they don't follow it, and they're not strong enough to live an Islamic life. So don't even try getting them into it. Islam is for everybody. Everybody's not for Islam. Okay, so when you debate and you're a Muslim, chapter 16 verse 125. Okay, so if you threaten people and you call yourself a Muslim, that's not Islamic. If you're using profanity, that's not Islamic. And with that, I say Assalamu alaikum, and it's 2013 July, first day of Ramadan, and I would like to say to all the Muslims, Ramadan Kareem, and may Allah bless you through a successful Ramadan. Allahu Akbar. Allah is great. And let's have a wonderful Ramadan, and show the world we're the leaders, and Islam is the truth, the Qur'an is the truth, and not a lie, like the liars may profess it to be. And with that, I say salam and peace.